Hi, my name is Pamela Wilson, and I'll never forget the day my single mother moved us into a house she'd worked 2 jobs to buy, joyfully giving us a real home. My parents divorced when I was young. My father, a veteran, worked construction and wasn't present physically nor financially until my later teen years. So my mom raised 4 children, one with Down syndrome, working days at Jackson State University in the administration office and evenings as a cook. She was home for breakfast and dinner, but we let ourselves in after school, known as latchkey kids. My mother became an advocate for services for my sister with Down syndrome, who earned a high school diploma and retired from a work center for the disabled after 30 good years. My mother's been a real matriarch of our family. I got married a few years out of high school, but sadly, my marriage ended in divorce. And the biggest obstacle to starting over after a 15-year marriage was the loss of my home. I returned to Jackson State University and I received a bachelor's degree in accounting in 1991. I became a bookkeeper and a real estate agent. Unable to have children of my own, I was blessed to raise my 9-year-old godson, Marquise, whose parents were incarcerated, and that increased my determination to give us a home. But Hurricane Katrina devastated Mississippi and devastated my career. My companion at the time lived in Pasadena, so Marquise and I moved here, hoping for opportunities gone from Mississippi, particularly for people of color. We joined Lincoln Avenue Christian Church, pastored by Wayne C. Cooper and his lovely wife, Sister Constance Cooper. I directed the youth ministry, and I worked in the food bank where we served approximately 150 Pasadena area families a week, mostly African Americans and Latinx. My companion has since died, and my godson graduated from high school and is now a construction worker out on his own with a young 4-month-old daughter. So my housing situation suffered. I hadn't expected that a 2-bedroom apartment with 1 bath would cost $1,500 more a month in rent than in Mississippi. Living on a fixed income, I'm nearly priced out of the rental market. I began advocating for affordable housing for the low income and the elderly like myself when Bert Newton, with Making Housing and Community Happen, spoke with our church about building affordable housing on unused church land. Since we rent out our unused property, Bert asked us to become liaisons, spreading the news about plans to build new affordable housing. Our women's ministry enjoyed helping with Making Housing and Community Happen surveys of Pasadena's housing and wrote letters to the city council supporting the rezoning of church property to ease affordable housing construction. Women understand that when we have housing stability, we have community stability. People unsure of a roof over their heads can't live full lives. My mother knew that, and she was the first in our family line to pass down property to her children. With my godson in Mississippi, I thought seriously about building wealth through acquiring property, but I'm stopped here by Pasadena's rent. I do have some help from a relative sharing rent and utilities, but living on a fixed income, I'm looking at losing housing stability. Too many people fail to understand that affordable housing makes communities better. Do they think people like me don't want the thriving communities that they want? I'm a good neighbor, and there are plenty of us out there that just need an affordable home to support Pasadena's communities. If we all rise together, everyone wins. So let's give making housing and communities happen, along with churches and developers, a fighting chance to make Pasadena more affordable and to make communities happen. Thank you.